hands of a bad 18-wheeler wreck? I've got this. I've got a top-notch team of lawyers who stand firm against an insurance company's greedy ways. So make your move. One call, that's all. Watch it go!
CallCam.com.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live 536 mobile app. Download it today. Time and temperature, brought to you by Planet Fitness.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 4, if you use the SNAP program, you may not get benefits in November because of the federal government shutdown. What it could mean for the Golden Harvest Food Bank. And a real-world life lesson on and off the field. What one Aiken High School coach is doing to prepare his students for more than just sports.
And having fun while you stay safe. A look at the tight security measures at the Georgia-Carolina State Fair as your news at 4 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with the man suspected of murdering his wife appearing in an Augusta court today. Hajir Talepzada is charged with killing his ex-wife and her mother in the Best Buy parking lot in September. Those charges include 2 counts of murder and 1 count of child cruelty. We'll have more on today's hearing on News Channel 6 at 6. The government shutdown has delayed the release for more information. Turning now to the weather with meteorologist Avery Gray. And Avery, watch out. There's a huge wasp behind you.
Oh, you scared him
I
away.
scared it away.
You scared him away, Jenny. But right now we're taking a look at our Terry Liver Hyundai Skyview Cam over Gulf Shores, Alabama. You can see just a beautiful beach view there. We were seeing just a full screen full of wasps, but Jenny scared that wasp away, and thankfully I didn't get stung. Right now you're taking a look at our Live Viper 6 radar where you can see we are completely clear. We do have a special weather statement in place, and that is because of an excessive fire risk, so just make sure that you aren't burning anything outdoors today. Temperatures right now across the CSRA in those mid to upper 70s across the board, 77 here in Augusta. Very low dew points, very nice outside. It feels great. A nice breeze coming in as well at 18 miles per hour. And this evening, we're cooling down to 62 by 9 p.m. And it's going to be a beautiful day to be outdoors. Back to you, Jenny.
Thanks so much, Avery. It is fair season in the Garden City, and tonight you can enjoy one of the best ones around, the Georgia-Carolina State Fair on Hale Street in Augusta. Brad Means is live in downtown Augusta now, enjoying the fun tonight. Hello again, Brad.
Hey again, Jenny. Good afternoon, everybody. Boy, I had to kind of just regroup after that wasp almost took Avery out. People have no idea. Forecasting the weather can be treacherous, and so I'm glad everybody's safe down there. And everybody's going to be real safe at the fair. I'll tell you why. I couldn't believe it. Somebody a minute ago said happy day 7 of the fair. I can't believe it's already the 7th day, but it's been a great fair week so far. And security is top of mind for the Augusta Exchange Club. They thought about that long before the gates opened last Friday. You see it when you walk in. We're in that giant parking lot just off 4th Street right now. All sorts of rules and regulations. Anybody 15 years old and under has to be with their parent. They'll check ID to make sure that's true, so there aren't a bunch of younger teenagers unsupervised down here. Of course, no weapons. And they have metal detectors, so everybody who comes to the fair has to walk through that. And there's law enforcement everywhere. Joining me now is Brian Evans. Brian's the president of the Augusta Exchange Club. Brian, thanks for being with me. First of all, just a light question. How's Fair Week going so far? It seems great.
Brad, it's going great. We've had a great week. Weather's been wonderful. It's going to be beautiful tonight. It's just been perfect, and it's been really, really good to be back down here at the fairgrounds this year.
I agree. We missed it because of that storm last year. What about the security measures? Why did the Exchange Club decide to really step things up?
Well, just a little bit, to be honest with you, this is a family fair, and we wanted to make sure that our patrons that came on our fairgrounds were safe at all times. and we just felt like it was the right thing to do with some of the things that happened in our community. We just wanted to make sure that we were responsible enough to make sure that they're protected when they come on our fairgrounds and everything. And we've never really had a lot of incidences down here, but we just wanted to make sure, just for protection of our members and our patrons, that we wanted to do everything we could to make sure that this is a family fun place to come and that everything's taken care of on this side.
Should people be apprehensive about it taking longer for them to get in, long, slow lines at the metal detectors?
No, we've got plenty of metal detectors up. Our law enforcement are doing a great job of getting people through here very quickly, and it's going very smooth. We've had no problems at all, so it's been great.
Well, that is wonderful news to hear. We appreciate the extra safety and security measures, and we appreciate all your hard work this week. Brian, thank you.
Yes, sir, Brad. Thank you.
Absolutely. That's Brian Evans, the president of the Augusta Exchange Club, and you heard him say it, law enforcement, metal detectors, all sorts of measures to make you feel great, and just take all that the fair has to offer in. Very quickly, Jenny, I worked the parking lot as an Exchange Club member Sunday night. I think I saw more law enforcement in the parking lot for the first part of my shift than patrons. So it's a great feeling, and everybody's having a wonderful time for sure. We're live at the Georgia-Carolina State Fair. I'm Brad Means. Back to you.
All right, Brad, thanks so much. It is also Coca-Cola night. Just carry an empty can of Sprite, Diet Coke, or Coke Zero. And fair admission is only $7. The cans will be recycled to benefit the Southeastern Firefighters Burn Foundation. Today, Augusta commissioners are working on next year's fiscal budget. They're considering a spending cut across the board and a 30% property tax increase. The city is facing a $21 million shortfall. Some recommendations include increasing the fire tax and a 5.5% increase in water rates. We'll have a full report on today's meeting on News Channel 6 at 6. Work is now underway to repair a collapsed bridge over I-20 in Aiken County. In June, you'll remember a tanker crashed and exploded and caused the old Vaucluse Road Bridge to fall. The South Carolina Department of Transportation just received $8 million in federal funding to help fix it. The bridge is expected to be completed by next spring. Part of the experience for student athletes is learning life lessons and getting ready for the real world. That's why one local football coach is teaching his players how to win on and off the field. Here's Graham Lee.
Here at Aiken High School, head football coach Steve Hibbets is in his first year with the Fighting Green Hornets. As he's working to turn this program around, he came up with the idea last month to start teaching his players critical life skills that they'll need to have when they hang up the cleats.
And both feet are facing forward. That's very important. That means a lot, okay?
We learned this through a social media post last Friday where Hibbets held a different kind of a practice with his players. The head coach worked with other coaches and school administrators to teach these student athletes how to be young men. They practiced how to do a proper handshake, holding eye contact, and engaging in conversation with other adults. Hibbets says it's part of his mission to teach his players how to win in the much bigger game of life.
We want them to have those skills that are going to help them be successful in whatever they do. And we just feel like the things that we're going to teach them, just football is not enough. And we need to teach them those skills that are going to help them be successful in a job, social settings, being a better dad. So we have a lot of things planned for them.
Coach Hibbets says they'll have a new theme each week through the end of the year. The next lessons up for these young men are how to handle job interviews and how to tie neckties. In Aiken, Graham Lee, WJBF, News All 6.
Dove and Grammy Award-winning singer David Phelps will be in concert tonight in Evans. You may know him from his years performing with the Gaither Vocal Band or his PBS specials. David Phelps' wide vocal range has wowed audiences from the Grand Ole Opry to the Sydney Opera House. His current tour is an evening of powerful music from pop to Broadway to inspirational genres.
Because of the way I sing, I have the opportunity to step into a little classical, sometimes Nessun Dorma or something from Broadway, like Somewhere from West Side Story. And of course, gospel music is where I find my home since I started. And Selah is a wonderful inspirational group. They have received so many awards. They're just fantastic.
David Phelps is bringing his Lift Your Voice tour featuring Selah to Grace Baptist Church in Evans tonight. The concert starts at 7 p.m. You can get tickets at davidphelps.com. It is your chance to win a new car and help a good cause. The Dr. Mac Bowman Horizon Foundation is giving away a 2026 Toyota Crown worth $55,000. You can get a raffle ticket at Miracle Toyota in North Augusta until 6 p.m. or you can call 803-279-8400 to sign up for the raffle tickets. They're $100 each and only $1,500 will be sold. Before we head to break, a live look at the Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. It's the site of the penultimate race in NASCAR's Cup Series playoffs this weekend. A preview of those races next. Plus, we now know what the course will look like when NASCAR goes to San Diego. We'll show it to you and the latest plans for next year's big event after the break.
What's up, future of Florida? Concrete coatings of the South, where quality meets excellence.
When it comes to choosing a lawyer after an accident, local experience matters. I'm Austin Jackson. I've been helping accident victims in Augusta, Aiken, and the entire CSRA for over 10 years. And I'm ready to help you right now. Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy.
It is Martinsville Speedway week at the NASCAR Spotlight shines this week on that half mile of mayhem in Virginia. This is the final chance for drivers in the Truck, Xfinity, and Truck Series to clinch a spot in the championship for the following week in Phoenix. Martinsville Speedway President Clay Campbell takes pride in the paperclip playing a big role in deciding a NASCAR champion.
This race is highly critical, and what better place to have it than Martinsville Speedway, where I've said it year in and year out, the only thing you can expect here is the unexpected, right? So, you know, it's a tough race. Drivers either love it or they hate it.
6 drivers on the Xfinity Series are racing for the final 2 spots in the championship race. And you can watch them go bumper to bumper starting at 7 p.m. Saturday on the CW6. The race course layout for Naval Base Coronado and NASCAR's first trip to San Diego is out. Here's Brandon Stone with a closer look.
For an advanced military complex, most of the streets out here at Naval Base Coronado are really for civilian purposes. For example, just down the street, an ordinary Starbucks. But in 8 months, that becomes turn 3 of 16 on this wide-ranging 3.4-mile track, the longest on NASCAR's schedule for next season.
It feels a little surreal to be talking about the event and sharing the course map. We had the course scanned last fall, and so we've been working with the Navy on getting this together. I feel very proud to be able to race on the military base, especially at this historic time in 2026, and we want to make sure we're doing them proud.
No road course is logging the miles this place will, but you see elements of all of these courses built into NASCAR's plans here. Take turns 2 and 3, 90-degree corners built just like the Chicago street race. The Coronado chicane looks just like the Roval and could punch in your quarter panel.
You know, we had a pretty strict set of guidelines as to where we could and couldn't race, and so you're not the first person who said that about the similarity to the other tracks. So I think it did work out that it's a nod to these other locations, which we're pretty excited about.
Then there's the last twist, a final turn right before the start-finish line, reminiscent of when Ross Chastain fought to the end at COTA. The Watermelon Man speaking about the impact of this race with me recently.
We're going to be a symbol for this country on Father's Day weekend next year. And I think being a NASCAR driver in today's day and age it's such a good time to be in the sport.
The TV views will be spectacular, but from the whole of San Diego Bay, you'll be able to see and certainly hear the horsepower over at the Naval Base. So whether you get a ticket on the inside or stare across the seas from the outside, Father's Day weekend next year will bring the action. From San Diego, I'm Brandon Stone.
Well, it is getting to be about that time when we start to see the first frost here in Augusta. I'll have everything you need to know about that coming up.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Southpaw Roofing. Roofing done right.
There you are. Oh, no.
Congratulations.
You're approved.
Great, thank you. So where were you guys?
You don't want to know.
The WJBF Scholar Athlete Awards honor high school students from around the CSRA for outstanding achievements, both on the athletic field and in the classroom.
Hi, I'm Tim Cuthan. On behalf of our participating McDonald's restaurants, we invite you to nominate a deserving high school senior that is a leader on the athletic field as well as in the classroom. Here's how.
To nominate, go to WJBF.com and click Scholar Athlete Award under the Sports tab.
So, what's one word?
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Right now we're looking at Tropical Storm Melissa, which is currently still a tropical storm, hasn't upgraded into a hurricane just yet, but it is going to in a couple of days. And you can take a look at this, the movement. It's moving north-northwest at 2 miles per hour, so it's practically stationary, bringing tons of heavy rain into the Dominican Republic and Haiti, as well as Jamaica. That is also a threat for this storm, and you can see why just right here, taking a look at this forecast cone. And it is projected to stay over Jamaica from 8 a.m. to Sunday to still remaining over that area by 8 a.m. Tuesday. So it's going to bring a ton of heavy rain and wind to our friends out in the Jamaican island. So just make sure your thoughts and prayers are with them, because this storm is going to be quite devastating. Taking a look right now at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam across Augusta Regional Airport, you can see a beautiful bright blue sky as well as a beautiful flag waving in the wind right there. It's 77 and it feels like it too, and that's all because of extremely low dew points and low humidity. It feels great outside. We have a high pressure system that's building in over our area that's bringing us all of that dry air and beautiful temperatures, as well as a nice breeze. Temperatures around the CSRA overall in those upper 70s across the board. We are seeing increasing rain chances as we go into this weekend, especially by Monday. And that's because of a upper level disturbance that's coming through, and here you can see we definitely need that rainfall. The drought monitor updated today, and you can see that everywhere in the CSRA in a moderate drought, with some areas seeing that severe drought as well. So here's a look at that futurecast and where you can see that rainfall starting to come into our area by Monday, bringing us light rain, pockets of heavier rain here and there by 12:30 o'clock or 12:30 p.m. on Monday, 12:30 o'clock, but clearing out Monday evening, and you can see that there. Here's a look at the average first frost here in Augusta, and you can see the average is October 25th. Last year it happened around November 1st, and that's about the time it's going to happen this year, because this week we're not seeing low temperatures low enough to sustain that first frost. We need temperatures of 36 degrees or lower, and right now we're still seeing those 40s to 50s across our viewing area for those low temperatures. The low temperatures tonight below average at 45 here in Augusta. Highs tomorrow 75, very nice and fall-like. And here is a look at that 10-day forecast, where you can see we're a beautiful week ahead. Plenty of sunshine and nice fall-like temperatures. We are going to see that rainfall increase into this week, but we're going to be dry by Halloween, and that's the perfect Halloween forecast.
Yes, it is. We want a dry Halloween. Thank you so much, Avery. A hiking adventure across 14 states and 2,200 miles from Georgia to Maine. Coming up, the oldest person to make the trek.
Caring for a loved one means protecting.
80-year-old Betty Kellenberger is now officially the oldest person to ever hike the entire length of the Appalachian Trail. She says a 40-year career teaching English and social studies to 7th graders helped build up her endurance. That's hilarious. And get this, she did the entire journey after recovering from knee replacement surgery. Way to go, Betty. And that's it for this half hour, but we do have more top stories coming your way at 4:30, including a gambling scandal rocking the NBA, details on the shocking allegations involving a current head coach and several NBA players after the break.
At Lionel Smith Limited, we can help you quickly.
Are you feeling the pains of a bad 18-wheeler wreck? I've got this. I'm attorney Ken Nugent. I've got a top-notch group of lawyers who stand firm against an insurance company's greedy ways. We'll do it the easy way or the hard way, but we won't stop until they pay you the maximum settlement you deserve. One call, that's all. Let's get go!
CallKen.com.
Bye-bye now. That's right. Run to mommy.
Women are one of the fitted to only the finest in men's clothing.
The Live 5/6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Now at 4:30, the U.S. national debt tops $38 trillion. What this means as the government shutdown continues. And the rising concerns about low measles vaccination rates among students in South Carolina. Plus, several people arrested, including a Miami Heat guard, as part of two separate FBI sports betting investigations. I'm Rena Roy, and I'll have the latest coming up. Your news at 4:30 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 4:30.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with rigged poker games, mafia. It's time now for a first look at our weather with meteorologist Avery Gray, and it was another lovely day.
It was, Dee. You can see on the Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam below me just how beautiful of a day it was. We're looking at Swainsboro right now, where you can see they have a little bit of cloud cover in the sky. Those upper level cirrus clouds hanging out there. Beautiful forecast, and taking a look at Live Fiber 6, you can see we're completely clear with the exception of a special weather statement. That is just warning people not to burn any sort of fires out there today because conditions are favorable for those fires to spread. Taking a look at temperatures around the CSRA, we're in those mid to upper 70s across the board. 77 here in Augusta, a little bit warmer in Louisville at 79, and dew points are looking beautiful. 35-degree dew point here in Augusta. Absolutely beautiful weather out there today. A nice breeze coming in around 18 miles per hour here in Augusta, 23 in Saluda. We will cool all the way down to 59 by 9 p.m. I'll have your full 10-day forecast in just a bit. Back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. It's day 23 of the federal government shutdown, and the South Carolina Department of Public Health is hosting measles mobile vaccination units across the state. This comes just one day after the Department of Public Health announced 4 more cases in Spartanburg County. Lauren Miller reports.
It's all in response to the measles outbreak here in the upstate. The Department of Public Health says within the 4 new cases, 2 of those were within close contact, and the other 2 were associated with a business. DPH says the close contact cases are not from within a school setting. There is good news, according to Dr. Linda Bell, the state's epidemiologist.
Because these individuals were quarantining at home before they became infectious, no additional exposures occurred with these new cases.
The ongoing outbreak has led to the quarantine of more than 150 students from 2 upstate schools. That number is dropping according to health officials. And Dr. Bell says the unvaccinated students at both schools have been allowed to return.
Yesterday, the exclusionary period for Global Academy School ended for students exposed in the school setting. And today, the exclusionary period for the Fair Forest Elementary School ends.
When they return, activities are back to normal.
Once those students have completed the quarantine period for a previously identified exposure and they've not become ill, they can return to the school and just resume normal activities. They don't need to be cohorted or excluded in any other way from the normal student body.
These mobile units have been set up at several locations since last week. However, turnout has been disappointing, according to Dr. Linda Bell.
Last week, DPH staff administered 7 doses of the MMR vaccine to the public on our mobile health unit.
We caught up with someone in Welford who got their shot.
I'm in an age group where my mom says I had my shot when I was little, but we have no record of that. And there's also some gap years, like from 1958 to 1964 or something, that if you were born between those years, you may not be protected against measles. So I came out today to get that protection.
But the lack of people continues to be a concern for the Department of Public Health.
But we continue to be concerned that ongoing community transmission of measles may occur because declining vaccination coverage puts all populations at risk.
The total vaccination rate among students in the upstate last school year was the lowest of any region in South Carolina. Well, Doctors Hospital of Augusta has a new graduate medical education space. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held earlier today. Doctors can now train medical graduates through a residency program. It's located in the Heart, Lung, and Vascular Building. The new space will have a simulation lab to represent service lines within Doctors Hospital. It will also have study rooms and lounges with showers and lockers.
We know that there are not enough physicians in our community and that there are a lot of unmet needs for healthcare services across the CSRA. This new residency program represents an opportunity for us to help bolster that future generation of physicians and make sure that our patients here at the hospital and our community across the CSRA can have access to quality healthcare.
The first class of residents arrived July 2026. Well, National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day is this weekend, and many people don't give them a second thought. However, leftover medications in your bathroom cabinets could be harmful or even deadly. Local sheriff's offices throughout Georgia and South Carolina are encouraging everyone to go through your medical and medicine cabinet and get rid of unneeded and expired medications. It also helps prevent medication misuse and opioid addiction.
No questions asked, just have them packaged up, bring them in the containers they were initially prescribed in, or if not, bring them in a Ziploc bag or something. You just drop them in the box and leave. Like I said, no questions asked.
You can safely dispose of unused or expired prescriptions Saturday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. To find drop-off locations near you, visit WJBF.com or DEA.gov/takebackday. We'll be right back.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand. Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most. Stream it anytime, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
I'm a registered nurse in
Time now for the historical moments of the day, including a Disney animated classic making its world premiere. Plus, we celebrate and remember a beloved TV host.
Today is Thursday, October 23rd. If you're a fan of spooky season, know that today is National Horror Movie Day. In 1850, the first National Women's Rights Convention began. The first National Horseshoe Throwing Championship was held in Kellerton, Iowa. And we celebrate TV host of The Tonight Show, Johnny Carson, was born. The wild zombie flying elephants! In 1941, the Disney animated classic Dumbo had its world premiere.
My entire world needs you. Shake on it.
Deadpool actor Ryan Reynolds turns 49 today.
Oh, that was a great album. Well, that was Anna Koyman reporting. Baby One More Time spent 32 weeks on the Hot 100 chart. It is Britney Spears' longest charting single.
We are seeing beautiful weather ahead as we head into this weekend, but we are seeing increasing rain chances on Sunday. I'll have your futurecast right after this break.
O is for October at Children First on WJBF News Channel 6 is sponsored by Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Right now you're looking at Tropical Storm Melissa. We are tracking the tropics right now, and that is because even though it's not going to impact us, it is going to bring some horrible impacts to Jamaica, and already seeing some flooding in Haiti and the Dominican Republic as well. And you can see here that the movement of this storm is north and northwest at 2 miles per hour. It is almost stationary, and that is absolutely devastating for the town, or the island, however, of Jamaica, where you can see that storm is just going to sit on top of it for days and days at a time, bringing hurricane force winds. So absolutely devastating there. Please keep Jamaica and the surrounding islands in the Caribbean Sea with your thoughts and prayers. Right now, we're taking a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over Television Park, where it is a beautiful day outside, plenty of blue skies, and a little bit of those upper level clouds, those cirrus clouds out there. It's 77 and feels like it as well. That's because of beautifully low dew point temperatures, around a 22% humidity. High pressure is building in, and that's bringing us that drier air and that lower humidity, as well as a nice breeze outside as well. So beautiful weather out there. Temperatures around the CSRA are in those upper 70s, and you can see that they're 73 degrees down in Allendale. Now, we are expecting a beautiful weekend ahead, but we will see increasing rain chances come Sunday, especially into Monday, and that is because of an upper level system, and we're desperately in need of that rainfall. The drought monitor just updated today, and you can see moderate to severe drought across the CSRA, and we're definitely going to be in the need of this rainfall that's headed our way come Sunday night into Monday as well. So heavy rain coming in around Sunday around 12:30 p.m. That will clear out into those overnight hours, though, as we head into 11 o'clock. Here's a look at our first frost. Our average first frost, it typically occurs around October 25th, but last year it happened around November 1st, and that's going to be the case as we head into this year as well, and that is because this week we're expecting those temperatures, overnight low temperatures, to remain in those low 40s, going up to 52 by Monday, but overall seeing those overnight low temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and frost doesn't occur unless we see those overnight low temperatures 36 degrees or less. So we probably won't see that first frost until the first week of November. 45 is your overnight low here in Augusta tonight, 75 for your high tomorrow. Very beautiful and fall-like, and here is a look at that 10-day forecast. Absolutely beautiful weather ahead. You can expect some rainfall as we head into next week, but we're drying out into Halloween, which is going to be a great forecast. 64 will be your forecasted high for Friday. We'll be right back.
The CSRA, it's where we were born, where we live, where we work, where we're raising our families. It's our home. That's why the people of the CSRA count on us after an accident. Injured? Call me, the Augusta Guy, 706-724-7224.
Do you know what time it is?
Something about the morning makes me good now. You know that I love you. Good morning, Augusta.
When it comes to choosing a lawyer after an accident, local experience matters. I'm Austin Jackson. I've been helping accident victims in Augusta, Aiken, and the entire CSRA for over 10 years, and I'm ready to help you right now. Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta Guy.
You know what that means right there. The Simpsons. Well, check this out. They're coming to Fortnite. That's according to the latest rumors from some popular Fortnite leakers. Multiple reports are saying the popular video game's next season will put players inside the world of Springfield from that show. Others say it will just be for a limited time, likely a month-long event starting sometime in November. Epic Games, the owners of Fortnite, hasn't confirmed any of this yet, but stay tuned. I'm sure a lot of the kids will love this. That should be very interesting. Well, that does it for this half hour. Coming up next on News Channel 6 at 5, the impact of the government shutdown and how it could soon impact SNAP benefits. What local food banks are doing to prepare to help.
Weather headlines on WJBF News Channel 6. Brought to you by Southpaw Roofing. Roofing done right.
Halloween is about fun.
Every conversation is a connection. We're here to keep you in the moment.
From morning walks to community events, we're here to keep you involved.
Life's best moments should be heard, and we're here to make sure you don't miss a thing.
Hearing Associates of South Carolina.
We're here for North Augusta.
It's about time.
I had a true partner in...
What's one word to describe life after a car accident? Chaotic. It's a never-ending list of to-dos unless you call the right lawyer, and then who?
It only takes one call to take away the stress and chaos. Call me, Chris Hudson, from here for you.
Get the latest video in one click at WJBF.com. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today.